What's up, Mavericks? Erica Sepola here with Merchant Maverick, and in this video I'm going to walk you through how to add products and services to QuickBooks Online. This is really important if you're sending invoices, tracking sales, or just trying to keep your books organized, so let's jump right in. So we're going to start on the main QuickBooks dashboard, and you're going to look at these options at the very top. Right around the middle, we're going to click on Sales and Get Paid. So once we do that, we're going to go over to this left menu under Sales and Get Paid and scroll all the way to the bottom and select Products and Services. Now, once we're on this screen, you can see that we already have some products and services set up, but in order to add a new product or service, go up here to this green button at the top right corner that says New Product or Service and click on that. Once you click on that, this is going to pull out and it shows different products and services. So we have inventory. This is going to be things that you buy or sell that you want to track the quantities of. Then we have non-inventory. So this is items that you also buy or sell, but you don't want to track them. So the example that it gives is nuts and bolts that you would use in an installation. The next option is services. So any service you provide to your customers, the examples it gives are landscaping and tax prep services. So any service that you provide, this is where you would add it. Finally, we have a bundle. So this is a grouping of different products or services that you sell together. So the example it gives is a gift basket that's filled with different products that you have that you're selling all together. But we're going to start at the very top with inventory. Now, the first thing that you're going to see is it's going to show the type of product or service that you selected. We selected inventory. If you happen to choose the wrong thing, you're just going to click right here, change type, and it'll take you right back to that previous menu. We're right where we need to be. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to name your product or service. This is set up as a landscaping type company. So we are just going to go in and put Stone Fountain. Now next, if you have a SKU, you can add that in. And then next after that, we're going to add the category. So we're going to click this drop down and anything that you already have set up is going to appear here. There's also an option at the very top to add a new category if you haven't set this up yet, or if the product or service that you're adding doesn't fit into any existing category. So we are going to add this Stone Fountain. We're going to put it under fountains, which is a subcategory of design. You do also have the option that you can go right here and add a photo. So all you have to do is click this little pencil icon and it's going to open up your files. We have already created a little fountain image and it pops up right there. Now, if you want to change this out, you can just click on this edit button again. If you want to get rid of the image altogether, just click this little trash can, but we're going to leave this as is. So the next question is the initial quantity on hand. So we'll say that we have 5 of these currently in stock. Then the as of date, if you click on this, it will explain the inventory as of date. So it just says if you're setting up a new inventory item, choose an as of date that comes before any transactions you might want to create to use that item. Let's say that this is a new product that we're adding. We could just add today's date. Now, let's say that we had previously sold this, but we didn't already set up the invoice. You could set a prior date, anything like that. QuickBooks is really good. It always has these little links that just explain everything. So I'd recommend that if you just kind of are unsure, to just go in here and click these links and read through that information. So next we have reorder point. And again, this has a link that you could click on. So this basically is going to alert you when you're low in stock. Let's say that if I get down to 2 fountains, I want to be notified about that. I would just simply go in here and I would press 2. This prevents you from completely running out of things. You will get a notification letting you know that you're low in stock, just so you don't run out if you have customers coming in to buy. So we'll set this at 2. Your numbers are going to look different based on how many items you have in stock, based on the reorder point that you want to set. The next is the inventory asset account. It's already set to inventory asset. You can also go in here and add new or select any category that you already have set up. And then we're going to do a description, outdoor stone fountain. Again, this can be as long and short as you want. And then we're going to put in the sales price. So we'll say that this sells for $500 and you can select the income account. So it is set to sales of product income. But again, you can go in here and create another account or select another account if you have something else set up. So the next Category is sales tax. So this is taxable at the standard rate, which means that QuickBooks will apply sales tax based on location. If you don't already have this set up, you can click right here, go in here and edit sales tax, but we're just going to keep moving on. So the next section that we have is purchasing information. This is going to be the information that is facing your vendor. So think of your description as more customer facing and the purchasing information to be vendor facing. So we could just put anything here, just kind of based on how you run things. So we'll say Stone Fountain Wholesale Supply. You can put whatever you want there. And then you're going to put in your cost, what you're actually paying for the fountain. So we'll say that we pay $300. Again, you'll get a drop down for your expense account. This is set to cost of goods sold. You can add new. You can select any accounts you currently have set up, and then you can select a preferred vendor right here if you want to. Once we finish all of those fields, we're going to click down at the bottom right corner to save and close. And we're going to scroll down, and you can see right here that all of our information shows up right here. The only thing we're missing, we did not put a SKU in. So if you look at this or realize that you forgot something, whatever the case may be, and you need to go back in here, all you're going to do is you're going to go right to the product. You're going to click on edit, and it's going to pop right back up. You can go in there and you can make the changes, save and close, and you're good to go. So now I'm going to show you how to add a service. This is really easy and straightforward, pretty much the same thing. So we're going to go back. We're still on the products and services page. We're going to go back up to the top right corner. We're going to click on new product and service, and this time we're going to select service. So let's say that we're going to do the stone fountain installation. Same thing with the name, same thing with the SKU. You can choose a category, and we will look at a category, and we will just put this under design. You do have the option again to add an image if you wish. So then the description. So if you sell this product or service to your customers, this is going to automatically be checked on. If you don't sell this product or service to your customers, you can uncheck this. Once you uncheck it, let me go back. This is just going to be a way that you track things that you buy from vendors. So you would be able to go and put on that description that is found on purchase forms, the cost, the expense account, and then a preferred vendor. But if you do sell it, you want to keep this checked, and then you're going to do the description on sales forms. So this is what your customer is going to see. And then you're going to put your sales price or your rate. So we're going to just go with $250. And then you can select your income account. It's already set to services, but you can go in here and select any income account. You can also scroll to the top and add new if you don't already have the correct account set up. And just like on products, you can go in here and edit the sales tax. This is taxable at the standard rate based on location. And then we also have the purchasing information. So just like I showed you a little earlier, if you purchase this product or service from a vendor, you can put all that information in here. Now, if this is a service that you provide that you don't get anything, you don't use a vendor for, you can just uncheck this and that'll go right away. And you do have the option at the very bottom that if you want to add that information just to check it. So we're going to uncheck it. We're going to save and close. And as you can see at the bottom, we have the stone fountain installation. And again, if you need to edit anything, just click on this edit drop down. This will pop up. You can go in there and you can change any information. Now I'm going to show you the final two products and services. These are pretty straightforward, very similar to what we just did. So I'm going to just do a quick run through of those. So we're going to click on new product and service. We're going to go to non-inventory. This is set up the same way as items that you do track in inventory, the name, SKU, category, description, sales price, things like that. The only difference here is that these are items that you're not going to track the inventory of. So again, things like nuts, bolts, things for installation, things that you aren't tracking in your inventory, you're going to put here. But it's the same way as setting up an item that is in your inventory, with the exception of restock points and things like that, as you can see. So we're going to go out of that. Then we are going to go into the final product or service, and that is a bundle. So remember, this is 2 or more products that you're going to sell together. So because we created the stone fountain and the stone fountain installation, we're going to do stone fountain complete kit. And we're going to bundle that product with that service. So you can go in and you can put the SKU, you can add an image, and then we're going to put the description. So we'll put complete stone fountain product parts and installation. You do have the option when printing or sending invoices and transactions to display all of the bundle components, what makes up the bundle. If you do want to do that, you can check this off or check it on, leave it off, just depending on how you want your invoices to look. So then we're going to go under this product or service, and we're going to click on this first box, and we are going to find our stone fountain. It pops up right there. We're going to add it. If you need to adjust the quantity, you can do that. We're going to leave that with 1. And then we are going to go to the next line, and we are going to put the stone fountain installation. We have one of those. You have the option beside each product to go in and click the trash can if you want to remove it, and it continues adding lines, and you can add however many lines you want to create your bundle. Now, normally, once you do this and create your bundle and everything is set up, you can go right here to the bottom right corner and click Save and Close. But because I'm on the test drive, I think I'm going to encounter an error, and I did. But normally, you would just simply save and close, and your bundle would be saved. And that's it for this walkthrough. As you can see, QuickBooks Online makes it really quick and easy to add your products and services, whether you're tracking inventory, sending invoices, or just need it for reporting. So once you go through this and add all of your bundles, products, and services, everything should be set up correctly, which means smoother invoicing and cleaner reporting moving forward. Thanks for watching, Mavericks, and I'll see you in the next video.